What's up, everybody? Welcome to my Minecraft Let's Play. As you can probably see, I am Steve, because I am boring. Anyways, that's what I was actually going to say. As you can see, we are in a pre-existing world that I've got quite a bit built in. So I actually started this world for a Let's Play a couple months ago, like 3 months ago maybe. But I kind of just ended up not really making videos and stuff very often. But I'm going to give her another shot. And I didn't want to start over because I've got, as you can see, quite a bit built. And I'm actually really liking this build so far for the most part, so I didn't want to start over. But this first episode is just going to be a tour of what is built already and whatnot, and kind of just whatever, I guess. I don't really know, I'm not great at commentary yet, so, you know, just hang in there. I was gonna mention something else. I don't have the old videos, is what I was gonna say, from building all this crap and whatnot, because I actually uploaded them on a different channel, and then I ended up using that channel for more kind of like real life, somewhat vlogish videos. And depending on how the whole YouTube thing goes, that channel will probably become somewhat of a vlogging channel, so I decided to just upload my gaming stuff to a new channel instead of changing that one back to a gaming channel. And I don't believe there's a way to transfer the old videos from this from that channel over to this one. And I don't have those videos on my hard drive anymore because basically I put an SSD in my computer and then it wouldn't let me use cloning software to put the OS and stuff on the SSD, so I had to reinstall everything. And I lost the video files. But yeah, that's basically it. So, like I was going to say, or like I said, this first episode is just going to be a little bit of a world tour of what's built and whatnot here. You know, just what's going on as far as the build and whatnot. So, as you can see, I've kind of got through the easy stuff. Put my helmet back on real fast. I got the diamond gear and whatnot. I don't have diamond armor yet, but, you know, whatever. Who needs it? Just got a little bit of a storage room down here and stuff. And as you can see, I kind of built a little castle. Well, not really little, but a castle here. And I really like the way this part looks. And I like most of it, actually, but just going to kind of show the different parts and whatnot. But we got our little front entrance here. And I still have no clue how the hell I built this doorway. I tried replicating this thing before because I was going to build a smaller version in there. But I could not figure out for the life of me how I built this thing. I even tried to go through and like look at each block individually and rebuild the thing in creative and then just try to make it a little smaller. And it just made my brain hurt. So I have no clue how I did this. But as you can see, it's kind of like on an angle. So instead of going straight with the blocks like this or like this, it kind of goes at an angle. And I have no clue how I did it. But yeah, I really like the way this entrance area looks. I don't love this like floor thing up here, but as far as the build itself, like the walls and whatnot go, I really like the entrance. Run over here and take a look at the side. And yes, I used gravel as the path, sue me. I know like everybody hates gravel, and I don't love it either, but in certain resource packs I think it looks pretty good, and when you mix other blocks into it as a path, I think it works really well. So that's kind of the path that I typically use. But here's the one side of the castle. The other side's going to probably be like the same, so not really much to show over there. I like it all the way over here and down, and I like all that, but I don't really like this part, and I'm not 100% sure about this part. I built this a long time ago, and I had the window in there a little differently, and I didn't really like it either. And I just tried to mess with a new design, and I came up with this, and I don't really love it either. It looks better than the old one did, but still not great. So I don't know. Might have to just change up this entire part. But I don't know. Like I kind of lost this design that I was using over here with the wood support pillars and whatnot all around on that part, and that might be why it looks weird. I'm not really sure, but might try to change it a little more and figure out a better way to do that. But for the most part, I really like the way all of this is looking, so I'm happy with that. And like I said, over on the other side, it's pretty much the same. Then we got little doors going into the sides and whatnot. And we're going to have little houses in there, because this is just going to be a big, like, kingdom. At least this one is. I'm planning on kind of doing it a little bit B00 style, if you know who that is. His survival world has a whole bunch of different cities and villages and kingdoms and stuff in it, and that's kind of how I want mine to be, just because it's cool, I guess. I don't really know. Then we got this little walkway over here. Obviously, like, half of this stuff isn't even finished. Like, this cobblestone stuff isn't going to be here and whatnot. And this will have an actual floor. But this just overlooks out into this plains area, which will actually eventually be our farming area. So we'll have some big wheat fields and stuff like that around over there, and some cow pastures, or probably just one cow pasture, but you know, some pigs and all that stuff. So that'll just be like the farming area. Have a little small like village area where all the farmers live and whatnot. Then this is just decorative walling, really no purpose for any of this. We got a little cave in there that I'll show in a second, because it's actually pretty cool in my opinion. This is our blacksmith. I built this little forge here. This cobblestone is going to get replaced eventually. I think when I built this in a creative world, I kind of like went into a creative world and just designed the actual forge here. And I think I designed it with like these cobblestone stairs were actually red sandstone, or whatever you want to call it. And it looked a lot better. But I haven't actually found a mesa biome, or mesa biome, however you want to pronounce it, to get red sand from, so can't do that yet. Yeah, I haven't really explored very much of this world, actually. But inside the forge, you can see we got some fire, just to give the smoke particles. That's the only reason I want my fire, because it looks kind of cool. Put a iron trapdoor back there, just because it looks kind of like little ventilation. Also put one in the ceiling, because it looks also like ventilation. And this thing will actually be functional at some point. I haven't, like, hooked it up to anything yet, but you can actually throw ores, or technically you can throw whatever, but you know what I mean. You could actually throw ores right about there, and they'd land on top of this crucible, and there's a hopper underneath that will actually suck them up, and then eventually we'll set this up to where that hopper will send them to like a furnace bank somewhere, and then it'll all get smelted and come out somewhere else. So that's pretty cool, or at least that's how I want to hook it up. But then we got a blacksmith shop right here. Can't actually go in because, you know, I'm stupid and I don't have a button or anything on the door. Getting dark, unfortunately. We got this path that comes up to this little place up here. I don't know what to call it, but eventually there will be a tower of some sort coming out of the middle of this, and it'll hopefully look pretty baller. We got this bridge that I'm not 100% happy with. I'll show it to you from like the sides where you can actually see it in a minute, but it just goes over to the other side where the castle's at, and eventually there will be a door going into the castle over there, and I think I'm actually going to connect this part of the bridge to the castle, just because it looks weird from below, from like this angle over here, because it's so close to the castle and whatnot. It just looks weird. We got this mine shaft. I actually completely like man-made or hand-made this thing, so there was no cave here at all. I tried to keep with like the shape of the original mountain that was here, and I actually did fairly decent at it. This was the hardest part, because there was actually pretty much that shape on the side of the mountain there. I came up with that to kind of replicate it, and I think it actually looks pretty cool. But we go in the cave. I made these little support things that I think look pretty awesome. Not the greatest thing ever, but I like them. And then obviously I just threw some like coal and iron and stuff in the walls to make it look a little more natural. Put some gravel and stuff in here, because none of this was here, like the diorite and granite and stuff. Then it's just got a stairway that goes down to the strip mining level. I think I went to like 11 or something. I'm not actually sure. Takes a while to get down there. And then you can see it kind of has the same design all the way down, but I tried to kind of change it up all the way down to make it a little more interesting. So the roof on every one is a little different than the last. And I poked some holes in the walls here and there to make it look a little different than the like last section, you know. Then we get down to here, and it turns again. Eventually I'm going to put a minecart in here, so I don't have to run up and down all these stairs. But it gets down here to where the strip mine level's at, and looks like I used a level 12 for whatever reason. Then we got this little thing, which is like a vault, I guess. Probably gonna put like an iron golem in there once it's done. So there's kind of a little bit of functionality to this thing, theoretically. Won't actually be functional, probably. Like, I might put some chests in there to store stuff in, but because this will actually be our strip mine. But I guess the thought is that, you know, a villager would come down here to mine or something, and they'd go mine, and they'd find diamonds or whatever, and they'd mine it and bring it back, and they'd have to put it in the chests or whatever, and, you know, there'd be a golem there to make sure they weren't stealing anything or something like that. I don't really know. I'm probably thinking a little too much about it, but oh well. I kind of want the city to feel like it's kind of alive, even though that's pretty much impossible, because I can't actually put any villagers in it, or the zombies will just spawn here and murder them all. But, you know what? I can try, and I'm gonna. They can't stop me from trying. Yeah, we'll run back out. Actually, we'll go sleep so I don't get creepered like that right there. I got pretty decent enchantments on my stuff already. Well, not really already. I've been playing on this world for a decent while, and that spider looks funky as hell. It's not really invisible, but it's kind of invisible. Run! Yeah, we'll go sleep, and then I'll finish showing you guys around. Got a little hobbit back entrance there. Made a map of the place, too. It's not really that amazing, though, because there's not a whole lot to see, especially from above, because the roofs get covered in snow, so it just looks stupid, to be honest with you. Sleep takes forever. Yeah, I'm not very good at commentary, but just bear with me. Hopefully I'll get better. There's that damn spider. Die before you kill me. There's a creeper. Creepers are like the devil, by the way. Just if you didn't know. And ouch. And whoa, lag. That was weird. I haven't lagged in forever. Yeah, here's the bridge. Got a little house right there, by the way, but here's the bridge first. Doesn't look very good from this side, I don't think. But I think on this side, it's just because the angle of it, because it's going kind of straight, and then the castle kind of pops out, and it's curving back in, like right next to it, so it looks really cluttered and weird. But like I said before, I think I'm gonna. I thought I saw a creeper right there. Anyways, I think I'm gonna like curve the wall there out a little bit, and have the castle wall kind of come out and meet it, instead of having that weird little gap there. I'm not really sure how I'll do that, but I'll find a way. We got a little tunnel going through here to this area. Probably could be like some kind of courtyard or something. Not really sure. Take out this creeper first. Okay, normally 2 hits killed him. That was weird. Must not have actually got the critical hit from jumping there. Yeah, there was a big mountain here. I took it out because I have a plan for something to build in this little area. And the wall for this is probably just going to come back and curve out like this anyways, so didn't really need that mountain there. Actually kind of needed to get rid of it, but go take a better look at the bridge real fast. Yeah, it doesn't look amazing. I like it up till about there, and then I think the actual like walkway part of it, or the walls for the walkway part of it, just kind of ruin it. I don't really like the way that it looks at all. I think I might try to like curve the ends of it in a little bit, and then turn the square little tower up there into like a circle tower. Maybe that might help make it look a little better, but I'm not really sure. Like, it doesn't look bad, I just don't really love it, especially from like certain angles, like this angle for instance. Like I said, I really like the way that looks. You just imagine it without that ugly part. Excuse me. Got a little passage here because there was a mountain. I got tired of jumping over it, so I just destroyed it. Probably could build like a guard tower right there, and maybe another one right here. And then this will be kind of like the unofficial entrance into the city, and then that will be like the main entrance that actually goes into like the actual innards of the city, I guess. I don't really know. Kind of hard to explain what I'm thinking. Then this water area, or this lake area, gonna be like a port for trading and whatnot. Or at least that's my plan. My mouse wheel's broken, if you can't tell. It's kind of broken. Try to scroll and it goes all over the place, which isn't really fun, but whatever. I think I just need to clean out the mouse wheel. Then there's the area that's gonna be our farmland, I actually built a little bit under the walls over here. Thought I was gonna miss and hit the ground there for a second. Would have been kind of embarrassing. Hop over here. Yeah, I kind of built down the walls over here, just testing, trying to come up with a design under there. So I'm not gonna repeat this all the way around because that would get really repetitive and boring as hell. So I might do something like that right here, because we're probably gonna have something like that up there also. Then I'll kind of change up how the little curve there is, and obviously change up the rest of the walls. Might do stuff similar to this in other places too, but like, you don't want to do that over and over because then it'll just get really repetitive and it'll look really bad. I might end up putting something in those little slots there, holes. But I kind of built a little bit of the path there. I was just trying to get an idea of how I wanted these walls to come down and stuff, or if I wanted to bring them all the way down, or how I wanted to do that. And I think it looks kind of cool from a distance. And that was the whole point. I put this little piece of wood here to signify a custom tree eventually, probably, or just a small, regular, just tree, you know. But I think as far as stuff I've built goes, that's kind of most of it. Like I said, I haven't gone exploring very much, but I need to, so probably gonna do that soon. I would like to get a horse to go exploring, just to make it a little faster, but I haven't found any spawners around here yet, so I haven't been able to find any like saddles or anything. Probably go into the Nether and find saddle in one of the fortresses. I don't think I found a fortress in there yet, but probably wouldn't be very hard to, so rid of this rotten flesh because I'm full on storage for it. Also, forgot to mention, I was messing with the flags there. I don't really like that one. I don't love that one either, but it's a lot better than that one because that one looks like a penis. I didn't mean for it to. It just kind of looks like a penis. So I don't really like that. I'm not a fan of penis. Anyways, except my penis, but you know, that's a whole different story. Anyways, let's get off the subject of penis. When I look at this, I don't know, I envision this whole thing being walled in, like the city walls, you know. And it's going to be a lot of work and a lot of terraforming, so it's going to take a long time to do all that. And then I also plan on, obviously, having the farming area out here, with the little village out here for the farmers and whatnot. And there'll be bridges connecting these different parts. Probably going to have to chop some of these little islands out to make this look more like a big lake that could be used for a trading port. Because it's a little tight right now. I'm actually going to also widen out this river a little bit going through here, so it looks like a smaller merchant ship could actually fit through there. I know it really doesn't matter because obviously there's no, you know, merchant ships in Minecraft. So it wouldn't actually need to fit a merchant ship down it, but I don't know. I still kind of want to do it anyways. I don't really know why, but I do. But yeah, when I was going to say, I also want to have paths going off like all the way around the bay, we'll call it, out in that direction. And I think I said earlier I want to have like multiple villages and cities and kingdoms and whatnot throughout the world. I kind of want them all to be at least somewhat connected. So it's gonna be a lot of work. Like just this little kingdom. I mean, it's not exactly little, but you know what I mean. Like, all this that I've talked about is going to be, like, one big kingdom. And it's going to take a while. But I think it's going to be awesome at the same time. As long as I actually, you know, do it. And don't get bored and end up quitting. Which I don't think is going to happen, but, I mean, it might. I can't guarantee anything. Because I did actually start to get bored of working on the castle before, which is kind of why I started building like the bridge and the whole area around the blacksmith and stuff. The blacksmith is actually like the first thing I built. I think I actually built like the entrance to the castle, and then that's all I built. And then I built like the entire blacksmith building, and then I built this whole thing, and then I built the walls, which was kind of backwards as hell because I had no base for like ever. But anyways, yeah, I'm just kind of rambling now, and I don't really know why. But, oh well. Let's say something else. Yeah, I really am not good at talking and doing stuff at the same time, so sorry. Let's take a look at the map real fast. So you can kind of see we've got quite a few biomes around. Well, I guess you can't really see in the map, but you kind of have quite a few biomes. So we got the plains over here. You can't really tell on the map, but this is actually like a flower forest or whatever they call it, and it's kind of nice. Kind of want to build something over there, but I'm not really sure what. I have plans for building further out. I think it'd be in this map if you were, you know, thinking about what area it would be. But I think it would be in this map, and I think I'm gonna actually extend this map by one more around it. So I'm not good at explaining what I'm thinking, by the way, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, got a lot of mountains around here, which I don't really like. I wish it was just like this mountain here and like ended over here somewhere, and all this wasn't here. Just because when you're like looking out from the city over here, you just see a giant mountain over there, and I don't really know if there's really anything I can do with that mountain to make it look better, or to make like a custom build over there of some sort. I mean, I might be able to figure something out, but I don't know. I just don't really like seeing those mountains over there, mainly because they're all covered in gravel. I don't know why, it's just they are, and it looks like crap. We got a little swamp area over there, another plains over in this area. Got a dark oak forest, I think, right there. I think that's what it is, because I think I see mushrooms. I think that's what the red and brown spots are. There's another really cool mountain, like, off in this area somewhere, if you know what I mean. But I've already got my mountain, so, you know, screw that. I ain't doing another big mountain build. At least I don't think. I don't plan to. I believe this river connects to the ocean. That's why I wanted to widen it, so it looks like the merchant trade ships could actually get down it. We'll probably build a couple of, or at least one or two, like, trade ships out in the bay also. I've never built a boat before, so don't know how that's gonna go, but you know, also planned on putting a another guard tower right there and one right there, so it's like the ships are, you know, being watched by the guard when they come in. I just thought that'd be kind of cool. But that's really all I've really planned as far as building. I haven't really planned that either. It's just kind of thoughts of what I could do in those areas. But yeah, just wanted to kind of show the build so far a little bit in this first episode, since I lost the original episodes. I think I only had like 10 episodes or so anyways. But yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna do in the next episode. I don't think I'm gonna build, just because I kind of need to get other stuff going. As far as like killing the withers and the ender dragon and whatnot, because I think I've only actually killed an ender dragon like twice, and it's always been with other people, I think. So I'm kind of excited to kill one by myself, and with the new combat update, that ought to be pretty interesting. Well, not new combat update, I guess, but I haven't used it a whole lot, so it still feels pretty new to me. But anyways, I'm kind of excited to do that kind of stuff, so I kind of want to get working on that stuff. I haven't even been to the nether to get the stuff to make the brewing stand. That's what I was looking for. I've been to the nether, I just haven't actually gotten the stuff to make brewing stand and whatnot, so I kind of want to do that stuff next. Get a horse, that kind of stuff. So we might do that next episode. I'm not really sure, and I'm probably going to record a couple of episodes in advance, at least a few, maybe like 5 or 6. I'm not really sure. Just so I kind of have a little more time to not worry about, you know, oh, I need to get an episode, I need to make a video, you know, that kind of stuff. I'm not really going to worry about that, because that's kind of what made me stop making videos, or part of what made me stop making videos in the first place. That and just not having time to make videos. I was always like, oh, I really need to make a video, and then I just didn't get to it, and it kind of bummed me out. And I ended up just not doing it at all. So, gonna try to avoid that kind of thing this time. And hopefully recording at least a few episodes in advance helps me with that. So, yeah, that's just kind of the plan and whatnot. It's been a pretty long video for just BS and talking and crap, but either way, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.